What's up everyone, and welcome to another for sale and trade video. I'm going to quickly go over the rules for everyone. First, if you're interested in anything and you want to contact me about it, I have an email set up. It is videogamesellers@hotmail.com. The link will be in the description down below. If you leave a comment on this video or you send me a message through YouTube, it will be looked at last. I'll go to the email first. Now, when you do send me an email, if you can please at least give me your YouTube channel name, but if you can put it in as a link in the email, that would be great. The reason why I ask that is people have different names for their email, accounts than they do for YouTube, so it's hard to know who I'm talking to sometimes, and some people I've done business with in the past. And in that case, I go, oh, I know you're reliable, bam, 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 it's yours, send the money. Other people, if they have 0 videos, 0 subscribers, then there's a few more steps that I like to go through before I, sell something to them, because I have no idea who they are. Now, I only do payment through PayPal, no money orders or anything like that, so sorry, just through PayPal. And please only inquire if you can pay basically now. I can't hold stuff, especially like for a week or more, and it just sort of fills up like the inbox and makes it a little bit harder for me on my end. So only if you're able to actually purchase the items like now or tomorrow, something like that, not a week from now. And the only other thing is no international shipping except to Canada. So I can't do like overseas. There's too many issues, too expensive, I can't insure the items, yada yada yada. But to Canada, just know that the prices have raised in the past few months, and it is fairly expensive to even ship one small ass little game. So that is basically it. Please, follow those rules if you don't mind. And I'm just going to get started because there's quite a bit of stuff. First, we have a complete copy of Mario Party 6 with the microphone. This is together. I'm going to bundle that together. We have the Super Famicom Honeybee converter with a copy of Contra on the Super Famicom. I have a Game Boy Advance SP. Screen's in good shape. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 very small hairline little marks on it. The outer case definitely has some wear to it, scratches and scuffs on it, but it still plays just fine, and you get a brand new third-party AC adapter. We have Super Mario Strikers, no manual. I'm going to try to give, good descriptions in this video of the condition, that kind of stuff, but whatever you're interested in, I will give you a much better description, when you send me an email. There's just too much stuff here to do it right now. Resident Evil 0. This one is complete. Yep. Castlevania Curse of Darkness, complete on the PS2. Star Wars Battlefront 2, complete on Xbox. We Love Katamari, complete. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, complete. And Gauntlet Dark Legacy, complete. And I have some Nintendo games here. Multiple copies, 3 copies of Super Mario Bros. 3. One with the manual in really good shape, another one in really good shape, and then one in rough shape. The label has some scratches and marks. Then we have a copy of Super Mario Bros. 2 with the manual. And some Genesis stuff. Dragon's Fury, Pinball, a Tengen game, and no manual with that. Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition, complete. We got Rolling Thunder 3, complete, but this one has a little bit of wear and tear to it, like on the side spine. There's some rips in both the plastic and paper, and I think the manual might have a few little, issues with it, but it is complete. We have Sonic CD. I guess I'll throw this in here also just as advertisement. Protitus, one of his games, Sweet Home. If anyone's interested, send me a message. We are probably going to be getting more games from Protitus to sell at the flea market. so that'll be something in the near future. I got Mortal Kombat Gold on the Dreamcast complete. Some GBA games and some Game Boy games. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Metroid Zero Mission, Pokemon Pinball, Game Boy Advance with some scuffs on the label, Kirby's Pinball, Bomberman Max 2. Some of the stuff you guys have seen, but a lot of this is going to be the first time I've had it up for sale. Mario Kart Super Circuit, and Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, which I actually have the little manual for as well. And then Pokemon Pinball with the battery in it. I have those Jaguar games. We have Rayman, Doom. We got Aliens vs. Predator, and Ultra Vortec. Now, all three of these are all in really good shape. The labels, the stickers on them all look really good, and they all come with their manuals. The only one the roughest one is the Aliens one. The cover has detached, but I mean it's still complete. And then the manuals for the other games, and then I have the inlay for the controller for Doom, and the inlays for Aliens vs. Predator. I have Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World in good condition, except for the word Travis, right there, but obviously that can be removed. I just have not had the time, or I think I'm out of anything that would really remove it really quickly. We have Yoshi's Story, Super Mario 64, Pokemon Puzzle League. I have Lunar 2, the complete in box, pretty damn decent condition. It has really the only issue on the outer box, I guess major issue, is when it was open, from the main shipping box it was in. The razor blade caught it right down the side right there. But the discs have a very few minor little scratches on them, and it's complete, it's in good shape. We have Xenogears complete, X-Men vs. Street Fighter complete, Alien Resurrection. I'm just going to stop saying complete if, obviously you can see it is. Legend of Dragoon. I'll just say if it's not complete. That'll be a little easier. Siphon Filter 2. Space Channel 5. Here's some Dreamcast games mixed in. Bust-A-Move 4. South Park Chef's Love Shack. Choo Choo Rocket. Lemmings and Oh No More Lemmings. Tetris Plus. Final Fantasy VIII. I know that one's in really good shape. And another Legend of Dragoon. And we're moving right along. Ooh, boom. I have 10th Anniversary Sonic Pen. I sold one at the market, but I have another one. I have Tetris 2, Super Nintendo. Yoshi's Island, Super Nintendo. Copy of Super Mario World. I have a few copies of that. Another copy of Super Mario World. This one says Kim. Obviously easy to remove. Super Mario All-Stars, not with Super Mario World. And a rough copy of Super Mario World with scratches on the label. Obviously that one would be a little less than the other one. And some more PS1 stuff. Resident Evil 2. I know that one has, I think, some label damage. Oh, actually, I think the label's fucking toasted on that one. Or the manual is toasted on that one for sure. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. A Spyro, the first Spyro the Dragon with no manual. Spyro the Dragon with the manual. Now, fair warning for this stack mainly, some of these have writing inside the manuals, but they're all complete except for that one Spyro. I will go into more detail, obviously, if you're interested. Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Spyro Year of the Dragon. Another Spyro the Dragon. Mega Man X4, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing, Crash 2, Crash Bash, and one more Crash Team Racing. I have the Persona 4 Visual Data Guide, the art book. Another bag of games over here. Worms Blast, GameCube. The Thing on Xbox. Halo 2. All these are complete. Super Monkey Ball 2. Klonoa 2. The 2s. Parappa the Rapper 2. Call of Duty Modern or World at War. A sealed copy of Eggmania Extreme Madness on the Xbox. Excuse me. And Sim City, Super Nintendo. I have BioShock with the cool, like, outer sleeve. It has a little razor cut down the side, but overall in really good shape. Mortal Kombat on Genesis. James Bond, The Duel, no manual with that one. Double Dragon, and yeah, that has the manual. The cart has a little bit of label peel. And then we are on to some random shit now. I have a bunch of e-reader cards. I have a seal pack for Animal Crossing. A bunch that this is open for Mario 3. And then there's some seal packs in here of different varieties. And then a bunch of Animal Crossing, and I think a few more Mario in there or something. But I'd like to try to sell that maybe all in one big bundle right there, all the cards to someone. And then I do have some systems for sale. Granted, obviously, systems cost more to ship than the games do normally because they are bigger and way more. So keep that in mind. It's at least normally an extra like $10 or so to ship a system. Super Nintendo, obviously, and I put, this is the Model 2. It has an off-brand controller and one like the super pads, and I think the audio-video cable is an off-brand audio-video cable, but it is complete. I have a PS1 with one controller and the hookup cables, and a GameCube with two controllers, one being a Nintendo brand, one being an off-brand, and the hookup cables for that. And then a Genesis with two controllers, one being off-brand, one being one being the Genesis brand, and the hookup cables. Any systems definitely get like tracking and stuff on them because, you know, they're bigger and more expensive and that kind of shit for the most part. That is it. Oh wait, I'm lying. That is not it. One more small little stack. Jurassic Park on Genesis. This is complete. And Battletoads and Double Dragon on Genesis. Hybrid Heaven. And Star Wars Battle for Naboo. Woo! Alright, so that is it now. Send messages, videogamesellers@hotmail.com. Look in the link below. If you forgot the rules and instructions at the beginning of this video, go back and watch the beginning of the video again. One last thing is, if I don't get back to you really soon, or even today, don't worry. These type of videos, they take me a long time to get back to everyone, because I sit down for 10 hours sometimes and respond and have to answer questions and do this with my hands, and my hands get tired. So it takes a long time. I'm going to try to not kill myself, and obviously this stuff is not going back to the flea market for almost a whole other week, so no big worries with that. I'll still have the stuff, but I'm going to spread out my getting back to people. So if I don't get back to you till tomorrow, don't freak out. It'll be okay. That's it, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.